AI is everywhere in project management opportunities right now. I mean, everywhere. Job postings, they're asking about AI delivery experience. Clients, they want to know how you're using AI tools to speed things up. Everyone is talking about AI this, AI that. And you know what I keep hearing, even from my fellow project managers? Everything is moving faster, but somehow things feel a little bit harder to manage. And I think there's a really specific reason for that. When AI speeds up your delivery, it doesn't make the good stuff happen faster. It makes everything happen faster, including the problems, the unclear decisions, the shifting scope, all those assumptions people never actually talked through. They used to surface gradually over weeks, over months. Now they hit you in the face suddenly. Welcome back to the Project Manager Connect Show. I am your host, Anna Anderson. For those of you who are new here, I'm the owner of the Women in Project Management Network and also the Project Training Network. I help people learn the steps they need to transition into project management roles. I'm a LinkedIn learning instructor for the course Succeeding in Project Management as an Introvert, a PMP licensed trainer, and of course, the host of this show. Now, on the Project Manager Connect Show, I bring in guests, I bring in speakers, and sometimes, like today, I do solo episodes where we dive into project management, agile AI, and all topics that shape how we work as project managers. In the last episode, we talked about how AI is showing up in project environments, not replacing project managers, but helping out with things like planning, analysis, and even communications, and many, many other things. Now, today, I want to talk about what happens next, because when delivery speeds up, something interesting happens. The gaps show up faster. AI will shorten those feedback loops, yes. It cuts down on administrative work, yes. And it makes information easier to find and easier to create, yes, yes, yes. But speed doesn't fix weak structure. If anything, it's going to expose it. When AI accelerates things like delivery, the first things that usually start to wobble are maybe nobody's clear on who's making which decision. Scope keeps shifting around. Assumptions that were never even actually talked about, they start coming up. Stakeholders who think they agreed on something, they're like, no, I didn't even talk about that. And this is where experienced project managers become even more valuable. AI can suggest options. It can surface risks. It can draft plans, but it doesn't own decisions. It doesn't understand the politics inside your organization. It doesn't pick up on where maybe a stakeholder said yes, but actually meant something else. It doesn't weigh trade-offs the way, someone who's accountable for the outcome has to. That's still the work of a human. That is human work. Now, this is exactly why I think agile approaches become so important when you're working with things like AI tools, because agile was never about having no structure. It was about having the right structure, just enough to support things like learning, adaptability, flexibility, and delivery. AI fits naturally into agile environments because it speeds up learning, but when teams mistake speed for clarity, that's when problems start. More automation doesn't mean the need for clear rules, ways to make decisions, escalation paths, disciplined against backlog refinements, real stakeholder alignment. If anything, it makes those things, or rather fundamentals, be very, very visible. This is the part of the shift that many professionals feel, but always cannot put words into it. They're working in faster environments. They're being asked to move quicker. They're being asked to use those AI tools, but they're also being judged more on judgment than output. Less on documentation, more on quality. Less on task tracking, more on leadership. When things get uncertain, that's a very, very different standard. It's not about becoming more technical. It's about becoming more thoughtful in how you lead and how you lead that delivery. Right? Now, in the next episode, we're going to talk about what it means for you and your career as a project manager and how to position yourself as a project manager who gets AI, who gets agile and delivery without overstating or underselling your experience, because the work has not disappeared and it's never going to disappear. It has just matured and it's going to continuously mature, right? We'll see you in the next episode. Okay?